Well, hello everybody. I have some interesting happenings going on right now. Um, I don't. I've gone over alligator and shark attacks a lot as of late, and I try not to go over the same thing over and over and over again because hitting the same story over and over and over again kind of diminishes it. But I think with these, especially with these alligator attacks right now, I think it is showing a broader picture. And to me, the broader picture is we are, I hate to use the word overpopulating because I don't think, I think in certain areas we are overpopulating. And humans are going to do what humans are going to do. And I am a human first person, but I also believe in living alongside of the animals that live there as well. And people don't like certain animals. They're okay with some, not okay with others. They want an animal to be there but not seen. Um, and alligators can sometimes not be seen, but also at the same time they can live in like a local park. Like as long as there's water, they got plenty of habitat. They're fine. They're chilling. They're doing good. And so when people move into areas, there are alligators there, and they kind of try to pretend like they're not there, but they go about their daily business and all that good stuff. Um, but then some people like the gators that are there and start feeding them like they would the local ducks. You think that the grandma that, how many times has she been told feeding ducks is probably not the best thing. Bread's not really good for them. It's, they get habituated to people. They wouldn't survive on their own. And she's like, they're going to starve if I don't feed them. Well, yeah, they're going to starve if you don't feed them because now they expect you to be the one that feeds them. Alligators are kind of the same way. Um, they can survive on their own, but like if they're in a golf course pond or in a local park, there's not that much fish around, but they're used to people giving them scraps every once in a while. All of a sudden, they're like, why would I go hunting when these people are feeding me scraps? Oh, look at that! That guy has a fish right there. Oh, I've seen him. These people catch fish, and I've gone up and they've tossed me the fish. Now I'm hungry, and I see that he's doing that. I'm gonna go after him. So, something like this happens.
Look, here he comes.
Oh my goodness, a close call caught on camera. A man visiting Hilton Head Island with his family captured this scary moment when an alligator charged at a fisherman. WJCL 22 News' Brooke Butler talked to the man who took the video, as well as the Department of Natural Resources. She joins us now live from our newsroom tonight. And Brooke, luckily, no one was hurt.
Yeah, Shannon, that's right. But crews did remove the alligator from the pond this morning. The man who recorded that video tells me it actually appears they removed two alligators. You can see one tail here and another right here.
It was about Tuesday night around 7 o'clock. My wife and three kids decided to go for a bike ride.
An ordinary evening on Hilton Head Island Tuesday quickly took a turn when Micah Kimberlin and his family came across a fisherman at Shipyard Plantation who attracted the attention of an alligator.
This gentleman is fishing kind of far away and it's heading directly towards him. And that's when I started filming this alligator heading to him.
Micah managed to capture the alligator charging at that fisherman. This next clip shows the gator pausing. You can hear Micah telling onlookers to keep their distance.
Y'all better step away.
Moments later, the gator calmly re-enters the water. The South Carolina Department of Natural Resources says it's likely this gator started associating humans with food.
My opinion is that it is probably an alligator that has been fed. It has learned that people fishing there have given it food in the past.
They say if you're ever fishing in a pond with a gator, you should keep your distance.
If you are seeing alligators, they are approaching you, they are interested in your line, your bait, your bobber, you should, pull all of that gear out and step away.
Wildlife expert Buck McNeely says ultimately you never want to get too close to a gator or attract its attention. as it could quickly end in tragedy.
To an alligator, everything is fair game and everybody's in the food chain.
Micah's brother-in-law captured this photo of crews removing gators from the pond Thursday morning. SCDNR now wants to remind everyone a fed gator is a dead gator.
Once an alligator learns to approach people for food, then that is a dangerous animal that has to be removed.
Brooke, that video absolutely incredible. Have you reached out to Shipyard Plantation?
I have, Shannon, but I haven't heard back just yet. As for Micah, he tells me he does wish that fisherman had reeled in his bait sooner than he did. Back to you.
All right, Brooke, thanks so much for that report.
A bad gator is a dead gator. I mean, that's how it goes, sadly. It doesn't have to go that way, but it does. He wishes he reeled in the bait sooner. I mean, this is the same issue we have over and over and over again. Yeah, they kill multiple gators. You see that. You see that issue. It's when this happens, it's an excuse to kill every alligator in the area. They find excuses. When I say they, I mean the local governments. They find excuses to get rid of all of the gators, not just one. The one that's in the forefront of that picture right there, that is a larger gator than the other one is. And I think the one that got up and actually went after the person is the one on the other side, the other tail, because it looks smaller. That one in front looks way bigger than the gator in that video. Basically, doesn't matter why it started doing it. Also, one thing I want to point out too is I've gotten shit before because I said that I seriously doubt that gators will run 30 miles an hour, or 35, whatever the claim is. Because people are like, what are you talking about? They can top up its speeds at 35 miles an hour. Blah, blah, blah. They can outrun you. Have you ever been around an alligator? Have you ever seen an alligator run? The smaller ones in short bursts, maybe for a split second might hit that upper 20s if they're lucky. They run out of energy super quick. They're not designed to run like that. They didn't evolve. They evolved for short bursts right out of the water. The bigger alligators wouldn't even get that fast. That little guy, that old man who was hobbling up the hill was able to run faster than that alligator. That alligator didn't get close to him. He saw it coming out of the water and he started running, and that gator wasn't able to get anywhere near him. You're telling me that guy was running 20 plus miles an hour? Please. It's like it literally just ran up a hill really quick and then stopped because it was tired and it was realizing that it wasn't worth it. This is going to keep on happening. We're moving into their territory. All of a sudden, this alligator associates people with food for whatever reason, and now all the big gators in that lake gotta die because that's how it goes. And it's very frustrating. And it's not going to stop anytime soon. With that being said, there was another incident that happened involving a gator in Florida recently. A 13-year-old boy was attacked by an alligator as he jumped in the water. He this was in a creek near Orlando. First off, this is why you don't swim in fresh water in Florida. This is why you don't do it. This is like I know some people do. Some people, you're not a real Florida boy if you don't swim in the black water. Like, I've been called out because I say I don't swim in fresh water, but this is the exact reason. I'm not stupid. I know there's alligators. I mean, I'm glad this guy was okay. But he jumped in the water, and the alligator came up and grabbed his leg. And look at this. So, first off, he had to get a couple of stitches when Florida attacks. Oh my God. He had to get a couple stitches, and he was okay. He was able to walk to a neighbor's house to use a phone. He was fine. But look at, like, he was calmly able to talk about it.
It's like not bleeding too bad, but my skin's like open pretty good.
Gabriel was taken to the hospital.
Luckily,
where he received stitches for the bite marks on his right leg.
they have a picture of the gator. Well, I can't find the picture. I saw a picture of a gator that they said was the one that they took out of this creek. And again, luckily this guy's fine. But that's the bandage. The gator they showed was like a 10-foot gator. Like, it was huge. It was not a small gator. And he said that it grabbed on and wouldn't let go and he had to fight his way. A 10-foot gator would not leave a little mark like that. I can't find the picture. It's like it's gone. It's like they don't show that part anymore. If I can find it, I will. But the point is that you don't go swimming in a creek in Florida. Don't, because there are alligators in there, and you just, I mean, you're taking it at your own risk, and now all these gators that are in that area have to die. That's just how it is. It's very frustrating when every single time that some dude is fishing on the side of on the side of whatever, and an alligator comes up after him, all of a sudden all the gators in the area have to die because they probably are feeding them, and everyone knows this. It's a very frustrating situation. And I'm having less and less sympathy for people who, I'm not saying people who get attacked, but people who, like, it's just part of life. We need to live with these things. It's either we don't have any of them, we kill all of them, anything that is a potential threat to people, we kill all of them because people are going to get hurt. Or we just realize that sometimes shit happens. The orcas in captivity that kill people, we didn't kill Tillicum. Like, but an alligator goes after somebody, forget about it. Like, it's beyond frustrating, all of this stuff. Our first instinct is just to kill, and I'm having less sympathy for it. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. You think I'm off base here? I seriously doubt you guys think I'm off base here. Otherwise, you guys would stop watching, right? Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Discord. I'll leave the link in the description below. Yeah, this is very much frustrating me, and I know that it's frustrating other people too. But see you on the next one. Stay warm.